My name is Joan Oji, but in full, my name is Joanna Ihoma Kanihu Oji. I was born in a village known as Otapa in Isukwata local government and got married in a neighboring village called Amava. Both are railway towns. If you are on a railway from Enugu to Port Harcourt, you pass my town first and my husband's town next. If you are coming from Port Harcourt going to Enugu, you will meet my husband's station first and mine. I was born in 1957, June 6, and I was married at 16, just after primary school. I've been married for 52 years, but 18 of that is without my husband, who has gone to be with the Lord before me. I happen to be a mother of 8, all females, all married and gone from home, but not far from me. And I worked with FCD as my last employer, but my employment actually started with Old Plateau State, where I started my teaching career as a TC2 holder. Then went on to acquire my NCE and then my first degree. But we left them to come to Abuja because the employment condition was not favorable to non-indigenous. So we came to Abuja in 1991. I was 34 then. And as I speak, I am 68 and counting, but I've been retired 8 years from FCT Education Resource Center. I was a deputy director before retirement. So that's about it. That's a very interesting question. I must first of all appreciate you, because it was your idea to talk to me about me. And 10 years, that's okay. 10 years is as recent as a decade. So 10 years ago should be 2015 to 2025. What happened in the last 10 years that I would like to talk about is that 10 years ago, I was close to retirement, but I was pursuing a PhD. Now that's another story, because I got married with primary 6. I retired and defended my PhD a year later. Now, it wasn't like I needed the PhD for working because I was nearing retirement, but I needed it for what I'm doing now. So part of the achievements I want to talk about in the last 10 years is that PhD I managed to acquire 2 years after my retirement. I had already enrolled for it 10 years ago. I have a TC2 dated 1976, an NCE dated 1983. I did national service when Buhari was military, 1984. I went back for my first degree in 1985 and graduated first class 1987 and chilled. I chilled in order to raise my children. So for the next 20 years, I did nothing. But after I picked up dusted my books and went back for masters, it was like I had expired. Where is the first class graduate and all of that? So in reaction, I went to KEFI, left education entirely. I went to Faculty of Arts. I was asked to write WAEC. I wrote WAEC at the age of 56, GCE, and then qualified to go and do English major for PhD. And that started 2014, 2015. That should be 10 years ago. And by God's grace, 4 years into that program, I defended. And so in 10 years, I got a PhD. But precisely 10 years ago, my church honored me, a widow, with the knighthood of St. Mary. When I asked for explanation, I was told that the church has monitored you, gone through background checks both in Isukwata Diocese and in Abuja and in Kubwa to find out that you raised 8 daughters without any kind of assistance. and those daughters are doing well. We want to encourage you to encourage mothers to do as you have done, because we are told that your daughters were not compelled to marry a certain kind of men, either rich, powerful, or political, or what. That you allow them marry who they wanted to marry. That's not always the case, especially in Igbo land where we come from. And because of that, we are giving the knighthood of St. Mary, the mother, so that we encourage other mothers to be like that. So my knighthood is 10 years old now, followed by my defense of the PhD, 8 years, or shall we say 2019 till now, 7 years, right? Yes. So in the course of that, I also succeeded in giving out some of my children, because 3 were married before their father died, remaining 5. And as at the time you are talking about 10 years ago, the 6th one got married. By the next year, as in my year of retirement, I mean 2 years after, 2017, the last born got married. And that left the 7th one, who had been a career woman all along, into UK, got her master's, then corporate Nigeria, worked among the best, and is now a big executive in Canada. But as God will have it, she too also married. She got married here in this place in March. So to answer your question, my 10 years have been very, very, very rewarding. And the latest of what I did, which I didn't tell my children before doing, was to enter the politics of Association of Nigerian Authors in the year 2023, in 2 years of my serving as General Secretary of the Association, the oldest person to hold the post, the only female so far to hold the post. Everybody now thinks I'm doing a good job, and we are going for re-election, and I hope to be re-elected. God be my helper, as we say in our church. Yeah, I think I will have to go back to the question I was asked by someone, not even an Anglican, not even an Igbo. He just asked me, so what did you do to earn the title Dame? And I asked him, I responded by saying, maybe you have to ask those who nominated me. But the truth is that I also asked the question of the Bishop of Isukato Umunochi Diocese at the time. Bishop Manasseh Sokere was the one that made me a knight. I asked him why me. And he said, you were nominated by your home parish priest. And my home parish priest at the time, who is now a venerable, Samuel, Venerable Stanley, I beg your pardon, Stanley Anyaun, and Mbisema, working in our place, had nominated me to the diocese that was planning his 10th anniversary. So I now asked the bishop, what was it they said I did to deserve it? He said that they said you were the only person welcoming them for DIFCON. Each time they came for DIFCON in Abuja, you would accommodate them. You would drive them to Christian Center and back for the 1 week of the convention. Well, I didn't know it was anything significant until they told me there are far richer people from our place in Abuja, men who live in mansions, with this widow with female children that was taking us in. I said, but my children said it's money you people want, and I don't have money, I'm a widow. They said we also want to debunk that notion that people buy knighthood. I want to tell them nobody buys it in this place. We give it to people we recognize for serving the church in different capacities. So in essence, my knighthood was because I was playing host to different delegates from the year 2013. I was knighted in 2015. as Super marked its 10 years anniversary. Well, you may want to hear it now from me that the condition I gave to my husband before agreeing to marry at the age I did, 16 years, was that I would go to school. So Mr. Oji saw the sign and knew that a promise is a debt, and he owed me that. And to his memory and to his credit, he now just allowed me to get education anyhow he could afford. That's what led me to take TC2 from home, which people doubted. You will need to read my book, my memoir, The Late Bloomer. People thought my husband bought that TC2 certificate because they didn't see me go to school. I was having children and I was working. But I passed the TC2 at 2 attempts, 1975 and 1976. And Obasanjo came to power and appointed me a headmaster based on it. So I never worked as a class teacher. I was made a teacher after TC2 from primary 6 to heading a school. It was too good to be true. So I now enrolled for my NC as a part-time student, earning my salary, running a school and having my children. So by the time I got my NC in 1983, I was mobilized to go for service. Some people still believed my husband bought the certificate. And it was very annoying because I got 2 prizes in NC. Got the best student in English and the best student in practical teaching, College of Education, Zaria. So I now reacted, resigned my teaching job, left my 5 children, carried my 6th pregnancy and went to Ahmadu Bello University for my degree. After 2 years as a full-time student, I bagged first class at age 30 and shamed all the critics. So when Ahmadu Bello University was ready to give me a job, no, I didn't come to be a lecturer. I just came to prove that TC2 is mine, that NC with 2 distinctions is mine. Now you got it, first class. You can go and get the rest. So my children were challenged by my performance. Just go to school and make your own grades. I will give you time. So as God will have it, they too rose to the challenge. You know now, my first daughter has a PhD. Yeah. And my second, though she's not pursuing academics in that line, she works as a non-academic staff in a federal university. And my third daughter is a professor of medicine, pediatrics and newborn. My third, that's the person I carried when I went for SC interview. She was a baby. So I am very happy that those girls took the challenge and let me just stay and help them get their own basic, if you like, qualifications so that I will not appear to be intimidating them. So 20 years after Ahmadu Bello University, I went to pick up the form for the master's. Like I said, I went to Uni Abuja because everything I was now doing must be nearness. Zaria now appeared very far. I didn't want to go to Ibadan or so far. University of Abuja. After all the back and forth, I defended in 2010, but my master's reads 2011 because they misspelled my name. You know, part of the reason I had to go to KEFI. So KEFI was like, why are you coming to us when you have been with education all your career? TC2. I said, I wanted this 3rd degree for no reason but for cosmetic reason and for political appointments. I was close to retirement. I didn't want to go and lecture. I mean, I should have been lecturing since 1987. And it looked like a joke. So when they saw me go to CIT-GC to meet NUC requirements for majoring in English, because without literature in O level, you can't major in English. I didn't know that. There was no literature in my TC2, but English. My NCE with the 2 distinctions, English was one of them. So I now went to write GC. And guess what? The school where my 4 children attended, government secondary school in Uruguay, that's where WAEC posted me to go and sit for my GC. And the people who were invigilating me for WAEC, GC, where people have been going to train on how to teach English. It was dramatic, but I know I needed to validate that NCE with distinction and that first class of it. So eventually, I started GC and I came out with 2 A's and 4 B's, no C at all. Went back to Kefi and said, here it is, the Dean of Faculty of Arts, please, give her the admission. She should come and encourage young people. And that's what I've been doing since my PhD. Just encourage young people. You can pick up this form, go and change your course. If you don't like what you studied before, go and pick up from and read for another thing. There's no end to how many masters you can get. No end to how many PhDs. People are doing it. And age should not be an excuse. So in a nutshell, I did that PhD, 1, to honor Mr. Josiah Maduka Oji. So his memory is blessed and his daughters are blessed. And I, his quote and unquote widow, I'm not complaining. You know what? I was planning my 50th birthday. You know, my birthday comes in June. I was planning my 50th birthday when my husband died. I saw the signs of his worsening health. As soon as I read the budget, I cancelled, and he died 2 months after. So I had no birthday for my 50th. Although if people in St. Bartholomew's will remember, I bought 50 hymn books, marked them with my favorite song, hymn, throughout the changing scenes of life, stamped in that, Joan Oji at 50, and gave AYF and choristers. Some of the copies my children got, because I took 50 copies. That was it. However, you observe that there was a recent celebration of my birthday. It is no landmark except that after I nearly died in 2024, I was so sick. And I'd never been sick. According to my children, they've never seen me hospitalized in 38 years. They were alarmed. Everybody panicked. I now resolved every year it's a birthday. Doesn't matter whether it's landmark or not. So my 68th birthday, the very last one of 2025, was fabulous because somebody paid for it. All I did was have fun. So my husband has never been gone. People have entered this room and say, what is this picture doing here? I say, you people are crazy. Why this picture has to be here? This is the owner of the house. And because I don't know what nightmares, you know, people go to sleep and something will be chasing them. Nothing has chased me since my husband died. I've never dreamt of it. But people would dream and say, we saw your husband. I said, when you saw you, what? He said, you know his name, normal nature. I was smiling. Did he say anything? He said nothing. Okay now. So he has not been around, but we have made sure that his presence is not forgotten. You see, we read and we hear that man is a political animal. And people will tell you, I don't belong to any political party. I say, but you vote. And if you do vote, you must choose between all the political parties. To be honest with you, I believe in voting. And I have been voting since 1979, when I was 22. Reason being that where we worked, if you don't show evidence that you voted, when they come to power, local government chairmen and councillors, they will fire you. So you didn't vote for us, so why should you be employed? So we had to vote and bring evidence that we voted to remain employed. And I think it's not a bad idea. People should vote. On the basis of that, you can also criticize people you vote for not doing well. Now, to be direct, I had never campaigned for any elected position, and I've won plenty. People will just say, giver, giver. In the case of Hannah, like I said, I joined the association in 1999, yes. And I was told that you cannot attend a convention except you are published. So for 10 years, I was just attending Abuja chapter, and we were moving from venue to venue, you know, under different chairmen. But then, in 2010, after I had published Hat-Trick in 2009, I now felt qualified to attend a convention. And I attended convention in Ondo and was pleased with the elaborate preparation and the hosting by then Governor Mimiko. It was a very interesting outing for me. And right there, I started campaigning for Abuja to host the next edition, which would now mark Association of Nigerian Authors at 2011. I so campaigned that people say, because of this woman, let Abuja host. I did not attend the convention, but I campaigned for the eventual winner, which is our penultimate president, Danger Abdullahi. So in 2022, while I was still in Canada doing Omugo, I started campaigning. People didn't know I was not in Nigeria, and that's why I'm one of those in support of online voting. There should be a way that people should vote, whether they are physically in Abuja or not. Many of my supporters are abroad, but the constitution hasn't been amended to allow diaspora voting. As it was, I now came back for physical campaign. We started when I returned from Canada in September and October. And everybody was saying, when did you return? I said, did I travel? They said, but you have been posting Canada. Oh, you people know. Okay, vote to me, vote to me. Like play, as they say in Nigeria. I won as the first female and the oldest. So I'm glad that I contested, but I didn't know the politicking was that deep. I'm just beginning to realize it. And even though my children said I shouldn't, but I told them it's part of my mental health. When you have nothing to do, your children have all grown up, married and left home, your husband is dead. Just what are you doing at home? Just envying people? No. So now Anna so occupies me that I don't even have time. So I hope I've not confused you, but convinced you that I like my election into Anna and I have no regrets. To the credit of FCT administration, I was trained by government as a public relations officer for ERC. Twice I was sent to Badagry. For those in public service, if you go to ASCOM Badagry for a course that lasts 2 weeks, that's big. And I was sent twice to Badagry in 2006 and in 2007. In fact, my 2007 course was shifted when my husband died, because I was to go like June, July. Then my husband died. They shifted it to December. And that training in Badagry, December 2017, freshly widowed, revealed something, because I was now sent to go and train on something else. The July course was to be a continuation of my 2006 training. Learning media, that was what I was sent to go and learn. Learning media technology, all this filmmaking, documentary. That's what I was taught in 2006. 2007 was to go and do desktop publishing because I was already producing bulletins and newsletters after 2006. Sadly, I couldn't go. So when they shifted me to December, I was now told to go and learn performance management. And that turned out to be the best thing that happened to me. So before retirement, I was already consulting, but you know, it will have to be weekend and public holidays. If you don't do that during government time. So my consultancy was registered in 2011, soon after my master's. And then, when I now retired fully, it was like, now it's full-time educational consulting. Send me your manuscripts and I'll error-proof it. That's what I use. You know, you proofread, you edit. Me, I will not only edit, proofread, I will error-proof. Make sure it comes out error-free. And guess what? Mostly foreign academics, lecturers in Hong Kong, in Bahrain, in Qatar, in Italy, anywhere English is not spoken. China. Those are the people who now want to publish in academic or scientific journals, either in Europe, in UK or US. So my patronage blossomed. Now I have Joan Oji Books Publishing and Educational Services registered in my name with Corporate Affairs Commission in 2023. It's working. I thank God that you asked this question because I am speaking from personal experience that it was not easy. The only thing that I could say helped me was age. When you're a teenager, you don't even know people die. I could take risks in my teens and 20s that I'm now scared of in my 60s. I'm like, did I do that? So I took a lot of risks and I didn't see them for what they were. Like, you are pregnant, you are going to work, you are riding motorcycle. On one occasion, I fell with the baby in me. I fell from a motorcycle, double exhaust. I just got up and said, well, if anything has happened to the baby, they will find out when I go to the antenatal, but I will not tell them. And I didn't tell them. And the baby is that professor of this. So it was not easy at all. And my husband was attending a course in laws, and I had these two girls expecting their my third. So I will go looking for what with the men. We will go on motorcycle. I learned to ride motorcycle when I was 19. I used my husband's Suzuki 120. I learned that one. By the time we got to our way, I was now using his Yamaha 125 electric, or is this electric? You start it with a button. I will now follow these malams to go find water so that my children will bathe and will prepare. It was not easy at all. But as God will have it, like I said, when you are young, you don't even know what risks are. But it taught me also what today they call resilience. So I managed to hold the house together. So when Christy was born, we were transferred to Doma. That's after Doma was created. We were sent to Doma. It was from Doma that we now came to Kefi. We stayed in Doma 79, 80, 81, 82. In fact, it was from Doma I went to NYS because I had earned my NC. Yes, they call me polyglot. And in our definition of language, we just say bilinguals. Once you speak more than one language, they're bilingual. Most, if not all, Nigerians are bilingual because the English they are forcing on us is not our mother tongue. But in the course of my studies, I I learned officially Hausa language. It's part of what I studied in Ahmadu University for my first degree. I have a B in it. The people don't know because I keep it to my chest. I use it when it is necessary. When I had the opportunity of serving Nigeria as a volunteer outside this country, what I call international NYC, because the TAC volunteer, Technical Aid Corps volunteer services for 2 years outside Nigeria. And in the course of my 2 years, I enrolled for French, enrolled for Spanish, and enrolled for computer applications. So in the 2 years I was there, I got a diploma in Spanish, got a certificate in French, and a certificate in computer apps. That's what it was called. Like I said, I married a very kind man, very much older than me, very much older than me, but very adaptable to change. So when we were married, he was TC2 and I was primary 6. So while I was going for training, he too started his own. He did NC, he did BH, he did some diploma courses, and then he stopped and said I could continue. When we left Plateau State to come to Abuja, we were posted to the same school, Government Girls Secondary School, Bitse. And in that place, we taught social studies, and I taught English, and later literature. All our colleagues will remember him as a practical joker. He could joke in Hausa, he could joke in English, and he would joke in English. He was everybody's friend. Mazi became his nickname. So, when sickness afflicted him and eventually killed him, everybody, oh, that's a nice man. I've not forgotten his programs, I've not forgotten his soul. When I retired, so I now wrote 2 books. The Girl Child Challenge, how we raised 8. And then Mazi, Joan Oji, witty saying, and quotes. And people came to like them because one of his sayings was, you will know those who chewed and those who swallowed when the examination comes. You see, during teaching, you don't know the student who is swallowing what you are saying, and you don't know who is chewing and digesting. When you give them exams, you will know. And his illustration was that the goat was telling the hen, see, you don't chew food, you just swallow them. And hen said, don't worry, you will chew your own, me as swallow. After we go to cook, then we call judges to come and tell us. And so they finished eating and they went to drop their poo without judges being there. They now left, judges were, come and look at this, these 2 droppings and tell us which of the users or droppers chewed and which one swallowed. And they came and saw that the goat, his excreta was in drops, the droplets, like bullets, like grains. And the chicken or the hen, so was now what? They said, looking at this one chewed and this one swallowed. It's up to you now to make up your mind. The people who chew are now dropping grains like bullets, and the people who swallowed are now. So life is just such a mystery that you cannot predict by just appearance. Yeah, when people write and submit for prizes and awards, a panel of judges is supposed to go through those books and decide which should win and which should not. So you start screening and dropping until you come to what they call the long list. After you come to the short list, and of ultimately the winning hook. Those features that make them drop some and hit some have to do with editing, formatting, content, and what we call literary features. If you are writing a story of somebody and that person is the only person talking in your story, it's a monologue. If there are characters involved, make them be behaving and talking. Either they are talking in pidgin or are talking in standard English. It is you, the author, that will decide by putting their speech in dialogue. A lot of our people don't do it. And they will just hurry and go and submit and say, Ojoro, how can you just assume every person is corrupt? I'm not corrupt for the records. Yes, they can quote me. To be candid, I've been a multitasking woman all my life. I will be doing 3 or 4 things at the same time. And according to those who are assessing me, they say, and I do them well. For relaxation, church has always been my pastime. Chorus singing in the choir, that has been my pastime, what we call enjoyment. I don't drink, I don't smoke, and because I lived and learned from home, I don't even go out. All the people I know in my life are either people I know in church or people I know at the workplace. You hardly see me going to visit a friend. It may be a minus, but nevertheless, people who know me, are you at home? I want to come, and people do come. But church is where I see most of my people, and seeing them makes me happy. By way of vacation, remember that for 2 years, I left my children. I lived almost like a single. And during that time, I realized that I had the time to travel. So I visited the mainland of Equatorial Guinea, where they call Bata. I spent Easter with my colleagues there. I still remember it because we are still in a kind of close-knit group. Then my children started going abroad, and then I started visiting. So I visited the United Kingdom twice, 2006 for Mogo, and 2008 before they left for the US. And while they were in the US, I also visited. Sometimes of their own, they say, let's go and show you this place or that. So I've been to the White House twice, been to Ground Zero, where the World Trade Center was bombed in 2001. In New York City is now a tourist destination. So follow them to that place, follow them to other places. But the major holiday I would say I took intentionally was when I told them, next time I come to US, you guys will take me to visit my friend Mrs. Okafor in Jamaica. So when I arrived in New York in 2018, August, we headed to Kingston, and Mrs. Okafor hosted me, my daughter, her husband, and their 2 children for a week. You know, when people ask who is your best friend, I say it's a woman I met in the choir, a widow like me, but it's a mother of boys, and I have a mother of girls. I would never quarrel over that. So that was when I had the time to go and visit sights and sounds of Jamaica. 1, whatever you are employed to do it. And if you do it well, you will be recognized. So it has been God's grace and God's favor, and these mantras that help me: no regrets, envy nobody. I don't regret marrying at 16. He didn't do me any harm, he did me good. Neither do I envy those who married mature, married rich, and married. That's their kinkana. Whatever God or faith brings your way, just accept it. That's it. I will go back to scripture. One of the reasons I love the gospel. I'm not a fan of, yes, I said we are saved to save others. We are blessed to bless others. So in my educational career, I've gone through self-education, correspondence education, full-time courses, and I can tell you the pros and the cons of each one. But the problem with us is that Nigerians will see a road that will lead to success. They will hide it. They will cross a bridge and they will break the bridge, so nobody follows them. I am the opposite. In fact, I've been accused of being too open. I share. Because I care. If you ask the children I've taught, I'll say, caring is sharing. I have a grandson now. He just told me he's he's been promoted to 400 level, and I'm like, he wants to come on holiday. I say, well, go ahead and come. So when I told him, I said, do you have a study group? What do you people study? He said, we discuss. I said, do you know, in discussing topics, you end up performing better in it. So make sure you participate in class tutorials and students to students program. I did a lot of that. But some people will come to me, and I'm saying this since my first day, come to me, my wife is doing English. Can you write her thesis for her? And then I'll ask the person, so who wrote my own? One man came all the way from Jos to GRA where we lived to ask me to write his wife's NCE project. I said, sir, but who wrote my own for me? And the next thing he said, haven't we heard how you made your first class? I said, how was that? How did you make your first class? Tell me. He said, is it not in Ahmadu Bello University? Is it not for Town? I took a stone from our house and threw at his hair. You know the car raining day, 505 Evolution. You drove all the way from Jos to come and tell me to write exam for your wife. And when I said, say, haven't I heard how? That's what you see. When they don't know how you got it, they invent a story. If I had said, okay, give me 1988, how much did I have charged? I graduated first class 87 and I was waiting for employment for 1 year. And then you come and say, can you write? My wife says, there are people now who will do it and collect money and keep quiet. In my consulting, I've told people I don't do ghostwriting. But you know, ghostwriting is sufficient. You can write somebody's book and put his name and collect money. I told them I won't do it because nobody ever wrote my own. I was always writing for myself. Write your own and bring our correct. But to write it for you and my name will not be there, I will not. So let that be the principle that has been guiding. Probably by now I'll be very rich. And some people have told me, Dave, when you have the ghostwriting you don't want, or you give to us now. No wahala. When I get any request for ghostwriting, I will send to you. Then you be there. Reason being, I have a bit of pride. Having gone through this, should I just minimize the impact from primary 6 to PhD? No. The day I write for you and write your name, that means I am struggling. And by God's grace, I'm not. Anything you write, no matter how bad, I can correct and fix it. But I will not write it for you. So if people are ready to go and learn, believe me, if my first degree is third class and I hate it, I will go and pick jam and start over. That way, you already know why you are ashamed of this first. You go and redo it and make sure this time around you earn it. The boost it will give you, the confidence that it will bring you, will make others. I say I wrote GCE at 56. Somebody was saying me, why would you go and write GCE at 56? I said I need literature. But I have to register for 7 subjects now because you don't register one paper for one. Can't you go to, they told me Miracle Center in Abuja. I Say, Joan Oji, you marked WAEC for 5 years. You are awarding people C, I'm awarding people D. How will God react? If God hears that this same literature you marked from 1991 to 1995, you now went to write it in 2013 and you went to a miracle center. Won't God be offended? Let it be that I now went to sit exam I judged and failed. Abraham Lincoln says to his son's teacher, teach him that it is more honorable to fail than to cheat. How many people remember that quote? So I decided to honorably fail literature than to cheat in order to earn a PhD. And to maximize my humiliation, WAEC sent me to the school where 4 of my children sat May, June. And I went there and sat 6 papers. Paper 1, paper 2, paper 3. You know how it is. And at the end, WAEC now judging me to have passed CRP A1, French A1, the others English, whatever. So that was what justified my admission. I am telling everybody, especially women, because a man will say, first degree is okay, even NCE, or even no degree at all, provided he can make money. You that you're a woman, and we are in a country where you will help your children with homework, and every day they bring homework, you can't assist because you don't understand. And lesson teacher is only there to give the child the answer, not show what. It backfires. That's why we have a lot of embarrassment coming from WAEC and JAM. And there is a decline in performance because people cheat. And parents support the cheating. They believe that the end justifies the means. That's very wrong on Christian teaching. If academics is not for you, by all means go and do something else. I could fry akara and make money because I learned to fry akara, make more money, sell gari, sell over growing up. I told him if I start selling more and more, it will be first class more and more because I'll be putting my first class in the plate. And I'm gazetted in Ahmadu Bello University. I'm in the Hall of Fame because it's not everybody who makes first class. If you do, your name is in the alumni who's. It means nothing to me because I'm not an academic. Those I left behind are now big professors, but they respect me and we are still friends. Yes, I made first class. 5 people made upper second. They are all professors. I'm not. Envy nobody. No regrets.